Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I would like to do a little, very short comment on last night's State of the Union address by President Biden. And the reason why I decided to take this short video was because have you read this Kyoten before, The Laws of Messiah? In this Kyoten, Master has taught us a couple of times that if you see the world taking the wrong direction, based on Alcantar's truth, if you see the world taking the wrong direction, or taking its course towards a miserable direction for humanity, you must voice your word. So I'm just voicing my words. Yesterday's State of the Union address, it was about 2 hours long, I think. And his signature speech, his signature main moment, his main policy, I guess, direction that he wanted to take America into was prolonging the war in Ukraine and Russia. And that is simply wrong. It's wrong in a way where it's just going to continue killing more people in Ukraine. It's not going to lead to world peace. By doing so, we have to understand that Putin Russia has 6,000, 7,000, or 8,000 nuclear missiles and nuclear bombs. If that is the case, we are in a crisis, maybe even more scarier than the times of the Cuban Missile Crisis. When a war begins, you don't know how it starts. And it's very volatile right now. It's very dangerous. And the direction of the U.S. Commander-in-Chief is taking right now is absolute, very idiotic. I think he's just saying that because he thinks this is a war between democracy and authoritarianism. But the way he's splitting the world is wrong. In a lecture of the Laws of Messiah, and also a new Kyoten that's coming out also in English soon, Master is saying that we shouldn't split the world between nations of democracy against nations of authoritarianism, but we must separate the world with nations that have faith in God and nations that don't have faith in God. If we separate the world in these two categories, the one that'll be in the latter section, the latter half, would only essentially be the Chinese Communist Party and North Korea. And this we can win if it's against these two countries. But if you prolong the war with Russia, what happens is you're going to make Russia further away from the democracy side, from the side that believes in God, even though Putin believes in God. He acknowledges the Russian Orthodox Church. He is a very faithful man. When there was a summit in Japan over a decade ago, there was a scene where the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. And during that video was being shown, Barack Obama, the president back then, U.S. president back then, was chewing gum. And then Putin, when he saw that, he made a cross. You can see how much of a religious person he is and how Russia is becoming more of a religious nation. So in that sense, strategically speaking, it's actually very bad to corner Russia against US or Japan or nations that believe in God. And so strategically, it's simply wrong. And not only that, recently I got to know someone here in New York who has family in Ukraine, and she was so concerned about, in her words, the clown, Zelensky, because she said he is a traitor. He promised that we'll be able to win the war in the first year, but look how long it's going, how long it's happening now. And she was so worried that she's going to lose her nation because so many young Ukrainian men are dying from this unnecessary bloodshed. So going back to what Master was saying in this Kyoten, we must voice our words. It is simply wrong. It's just going to kill more people. And in order to create a truly peaceful society and a peaceful world based on God's justice, the decision that should be made is to stop the war immediately, not inciting the world war further. Enough of warmongering, enough of bloodshed, enough of this idiotic policies. We must stop this. We must stop all of these people's blood. These poor people who don't have to die are dying because of the mistaken decisions that the American political leaders are doing right now. So I just wanted to mention that. If you want to know more in detail, I really recommend you reading this Kyoten, The Unknown Stigma 2. Let us continue working together to create a peaceful world where everyone can unite and believe in God and find true, eternal, perpetual peace. Thank you very much.